Real people, real cases. This is Verdict Watch.
Court. I don't know what that's about. Court does call the case of the people versus Lauren Michaels.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, my name is Matt Savage. I represent Ms. Michaels. Judge, I'm going to ask the court to waive her presence this morning. She is in Trinity Hospital. She was an involuntary commitment there, which is her second involuntary commitment to a hospital in the last since the last hearing, which was the PCC back over 30 days ago. I know she has a bond violation up, but I think she was actually in Battle Creek. I forget the name of the facility. I want to say it was called Buchanan, but I'm unfamiliar with that facility. And then she was released and then recommitted, and now she's in Trinity, which is the old St. Joseph's Hospital in Ypsilanti. Judge, I did have her independently evaluated. She does have some significant mental health issues. I'm desperately trying to get things together so I could submit a deviation request and also try to get her into the mental health court.
She was.
Yeah, because I had a chat.
Okay, just so you know, my staff has indicated your client did sign in, it looks like with a social worker, but somehow or another then logged out.
I'm right here.
Yes,
Oh,
Your Honor.
okay, you're right there.
Yeah.
That's not the one.
Technical difficulties.
No, that's the other case, Judge. My client is doesn't.
That's not Miss Michaels' case.
No, that's not.
All right. No, I know that's not her. All right. So what are you requesting, counsel?
Judge, if we can put this PCC off another 30 days, I'm hoping that I'll have at least spoke to the prosecutor's office about trying to work out a plea deal and also get her into the mental health treatment court. I think she's a perfect candidate for it. I don't know what other reasons why we would have a mental health court, but for people like Ms. Michaels.
Do people have a position on this?
I mean, Your Honor, in 30 days, she very well might still be in the hospital. I know that there was the updated violation report.
I know.
And so I don't know if adjourning this is moving it forward or not.
Well, it's not necessarily. I mean, there are significant issues which the court was apprised of at the last hearing, which is why I said it in part for a bond hearing today.
But I think
go aheed.
I think things are a little bit worse than I presented to the court in chambers last time.
Yeah, I would agree, but it was, I guess the best way to put it, we were being apprised of certain things that were being said at community corrections.
Right.
It seemed to the court when I would be apprised of them, I'll put it gently, that she was on a downward spiral from where she was when she was here. And it does not surprise me that we're at the point that we're at right now at all. Here's what I will do. Because we don't know how long she'll be in Trinity at this point.
I spoke to the social worker yesterday. She did grant, my client did grant her permission to speak to me. It looks like they're doing another evaluation, but also my client has agreed to voluntarily stay regardless of what their decision is. And she's also agreed to finally get treatment. She's been very reluctant for a while. So that's a positive thing. And I'm hoping that it continues to stay positive in that direction.
Okay, I'm not going to adjourn it quite out 30 days. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjourn this to May 22nd, 2025, 9 a.m. Let you guys get at least an update as to where she is. Okay. And part of my reason for doing that is because I know she's in agreement at this point, but it kind of changes with her. So, but then if what parties do leading up to this date on the 22nd, if the party want to stipulate to another 2 weeks out, then I'm not going to have a problem with that.
Okay,
Okay, but at least we'll keep a look on it.
thank
Okay,
you.
bond will continue. Thank
Next
you.
case on the docket.
That's called the case of the people versus Cynthia Suttle.
Andrew Bennett for the people.
Your Honor, can I run to Judge Perry's courtroom to grab Ms. Perry really quickly? I apologize. I think I can step in, Your Honor. I apologize. Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate, standing in for Ms. Perry, for Ms. Shuttle, who should be present via Zoom. Ma'am, can you please unmute and state your name for the record?
I should be unmuted. Is it unmuted?
Oh, yes,
You're
we can hear
unmuted.
you. Thank you.
Okay. Cynthia Suttle.
All right, thank you. I have before me a plea form. Is that what we're doing?
Yes, Your Honor, that is my understanding. Okay.
I didn't really. All the restitution in advance.
Plea form indicates that the defendant will be pleading guilty to 2 misdemeanor charges, added counts 5 and 6. Count 5 being larceny 200, but less than, greater than 200 to 1,000, I should say, the 1-year offense. And count 6 of larceny less than 293-day offense. Upon a successful guilty plea to those charges, counts 1 through 4 would be dismissed. There is also a confirmed restitution. I'm presuming that
Paid in full.
restitution of $2,800, which has been paid in full, and it's being held by the court as bond to be applied to restitution. That's the court's full understanding of the agreement.
I believe that is what was discussed with Ms. Suttle, with Ms. Perry, and we are proceeding today. Thank you.
So is that?
That is our
Ms. Suttle,
understanding.
is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
Ma'am, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth so help you God?
Yes.
All right, state your name again for the record, please.
Cynthia Suttle.
All right, ma'am, it is this court's understanding that you are going to be pleading guilty to 2 misdemeanor charges. The first charge is that of larceny 200 to 1,000. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration, a $2,000 fine plus court costs. The fine could be increased to 3 times the value of the property taken. If that's greater than $2,000, that would become the maximum fine. You understand that?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
And also an added count 6 of larceny less than 200. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, $500 fine plus court costs. The fine could be increased to 3 times the value of the property taken. If that's greater than $500, that would become the maximum fine. You understand all of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand also, ma'am, that while I'm taking your plea, I would not be your sentencing judge, and you would be sentenced before Judge Valvo in the 15th District Court. You understand that?
I understand.
All right. Still wish to plead guilty to these charges?
I do.
To the charge of larceny 200 to 1,000, how do you plead?
Guilty.
To the charge of larceny less than 200, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now you understand that by pleading guilty, you will not have a trial of any kind.
I understand.
You signed or gave permission to sign an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Do you have any questions regarding any of those rights?
I don't.
All right. Under paragraph 5 of your rights, which are part of a trial, you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
I understand.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
I understand.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, Your Honor.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead?
No, Your Honor.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you in any way?
No, Your Honor.
You're doing this voluntarily
Yes, Your Honor.
and of your own free will,
Yes, Your Honor.
and also because you believe that you're guilty of this offense,
Yes, Your Honor.
of these offenses. On December 2nd, 2023, at the location of 3131 South State Street, City of Ann Arbor, Washington County, State of Michigan. What did you do on that day that makes you think that you're guilty of these offenses?
I took a credit card without permission.
Okay, you took a credit card without permission with the intent to use it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you use it?
Yes, I did.
All right, was the amount that you received of using that credit card without permission, did you receive in goods or services an amount greater than $200?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you use it on more than one occasion?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and on the other occasion, did you receive goods or services in excess of $200?
No, no, Your Honor.
Okay. But you used it on 2 occasions, correct?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
All right, and on one occasion, you received an amount in excess of $200.
Yes.
All right, counsel, have I complied with the court rule, and would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
Yes. People said.
Defense is satisfied, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to counts 5 and 6. Counts 1 through 4 are dismissed. Pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered at 15th District Court probation. Sentencing will be
June 3rd at 9 a.m. before Judge Belvo.
June 3rd, 2025, 9 a.m. before Judge Valvo. Bond
Thank
will
you.
continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your
Thank
Honor.
you.
Thank you, Ms. Tuttle.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for watching Verdict Watch. New court drama every day. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss a case. Leave a comment with your thoughts. We're watching too.